everybody. It wasn't too long ago that I decided to type up a nice little article on my Cube Computer Company Facebook page. And this has to do with a lot of companies nowadays, especially web companies. I mean, people that have websites. It seems that many websites out there have been making changes that are actually worse, but they call it better. It's a nice little article I decided to print it out so I can read it to you. It's something I typed up when I was bored in one of my college classes. Anyways, here it goes. It seems like nowadays companies who have products or websites love to make horrific changes to their sites, software, etc. and call those changes better. Here are some examples. Number one, Microsoft's Windows 8. Windows 8 does not have a start menu. It has a clunky, childish tablet phone interface designed for touch, regardless of what kind of input device you have. The apps are like Fisher-Price toys. Windows Media Center is no longer standard with the home version. The only good thing is this operating system seems to have over Windows 7 is a better Explorer, Task Manager, and better multi-display support. Number two, this is another one I've talked about a lot on my YouTube channel, Facebook. Facebook is known for changing things regardless of what users want from the site. The new timeline is not good. They now want to charge you $1 to message some non-friends. You run the risk of being blocked from adding friends just by adding people you know. They watch your back when adding friends by asking each recipient if they know you outside of Facebook, whether they accept their requests or not. Facebook is now wanting you to buy gifts for all your friends and pay them $7 to promote posts and pay them tons of money every day to promote your pages, such as, let's say, Cube Computer Company. And here's another one I never really have talked about a whole lot on my Cube Computer channel. This is a good one too, and this has really aggravated me for, I'd say, the past, I don't know, year or so. Anyways, the Weather Channel, weather.com. The Weather Channel updated weather.com to make it very user-friendly and informative. The 10-day forecast was displayed horizontally to show every forecast day without having to scroll up and down. In 2012, they decided to ruin the intuitive site by throwing in a bunch of junk, reorganize the site to require more clicks and scrolling to get places. The 10-day forecast was returned to a vertical layout. Each forecast day had useful info removed, such as average and record temperatures for that day. The existing weather icons were replaced with ones that were so white balanced they blend in with the white background when viewing on the LED display or LCD display. The site overall now uses more browser resources. Chrome is highly known to use over 1 gig of RAM just for the weather.com tab. This is true. This is something I've seen. If left open for a while. But the Weather Channel says it's better. Another example of, if it ain't broke, why fix it? And here is the last one we'll talk about in this video. This one really has gotten on my nerves. And it's what you're watching this video on right now. YouTube. While Google has been making some decent upgrades to the site, it has been doing the complete opposite with YouTube. They brought back the infamous load more button to channel video listings, where a very user-friendly number page that used to exist. Now when you click a video after clicking the load more button numerous times, the page resets back to the top and requires you to click the load more button X number of times to have it return back to where it's at. Also, on pages that have hundreds if not thousands of videos, I mean Cube Computer Channel has over 400 videos right now, after loading more, you now have a web page that's like 5 miles long. They also include a new cousin to the load more button on the comments page and called it show more, where there also used to be number of pages. It gets even better. YouTube has decided to take a somewhat decent channel layout and simplify it, calling it the new YouTube One Channel. Now channels such as Cube Computer Channel look more like just some other YouTube page, more like a preview of the actual channel page. Also, more clicking and running around is required to get to things. To top things off, they have decided to now strip away AdSense live monitoring for partners. Partners must now go to YouTube Analytics to get a rough guesstimate of what their earnings would be in AdSense. The problem here is that Analytics is always a couple of days in the past in terms of daily earnings. Also, if you have multiple channels like me, you now have to sign into each individual channel to see estimated earnings. I mean, Cube Computer Channel, ByteGeek, and MTGX, which are only displayed in on analytics is only displayed in US dollars, regardless of what currency you're paid in. Also, if you get ad revenue from other sources, such as a blog, you now have to separately add up your YouTube earnings with your other AdSense earnings to get a general idea of what your filing as earnings maybe at the end of the month. And I say it's absolutely ridiculous. I think the YouTube analytics move has gotten me more infuriated than anything else. Because when you manage a YouTube channel and you have monetized videos, you always want to check everything in terms of stats. And like say, I can only view stats from 2 days ago. And in the morning, let's say tomorrow morning, I'll still be 3 days behind until about noon or so. Then I'll finally update to the next day, so it'll be 2 days behind again. See, in Google AdSense, it was up to the second in terms of monitoring. All you do is refresh a page, you get your estimated earnings for that day, even if it's only 2 or 3 hours into the day. And I really like having that. But Google says no, it's better just to have it 2 days behind. Yeah, let's just get rid of AdSense monitoring and make everybody go to the crappy analytics site. Yeah, that's just wonderful. Anyways, I remember back when things were simple. Those were good memories. So you get the idea. All these sites nowadays, let's see, Google and YouTube, weather.com, Facebook, and, oh yeah, Windows 8, which is a product, not a website. They have decided to take things and just complicate them up and call it better and more simple. So, I mean, it just blows my mind. Apparently, all these companies, in terms of the definition of better, must equate to our definition of worse. How do you think about that? Anyways, any questions or comments? Feel free to ask, and thanks for watching.